First poetry video I've done in a while, and I'm going to read three poems today by three poets that I'm sure most of you have heard of. And Olympia wants to say hello. Hello, hello. Olympia is 3 months old tomorrow, and look how she's growing. I mean, she's still a little, but she's kind of longer. She's filled out a little bit, got a little bit of a tummy on her. She eats really well. And she's daddy's pretty girl. Let everybody see how pretty you are. Let them look at you. Oh, no. She says no. Okay, well, go play. Go play. The poems that I want to read are poets I've been reading really all my adult life. And I've been reading Shakespeare's The Tempest a lot lately. I think it's probably my favorite Shakespeare play, and if there is a new movie version of it, if there is a local production of it, I go see it. I read the play probably, I wouldn't say every year, maybe every 2 or 3 years, and I constantly read selections from it. I'm going to read a poem by Anne Sexton, and a poem that has, funny how you get older and the meaning of poetry becomes clearer to you, and I think sometimes we get to a certain point in life where, it applies to us a little bit more than maybe it did at other times in our life, and that's the case with a poem I'm going to read by John Donne. Well, I like more and more all the time, and I think John Donne was quite opaque to me when I was younger, but I just really love his work now. First poem I'm going to read is Anne Sexton's The Fury of Sundays, and I just like this. I just think it's very moving and meaningful, and I think it's one of her best poems. Moist, moist, the heat leaking through the hinges, sun baking the roof like a pie, and I and thou and she, eating, working, sweating, droned up on the heat. The sun is red as the cop's car siren. The sun is red as the algebra marks. The sun is red as 2 electric eyeballs. She wanting to take a bath in Jell-O. You and me sipping vodka and soda, ice cubes melting like the Virgin Mary. You cutting the lawn, fixing the machines. All this leprous day, then more vodka, more soda, and the pond forgiving our bodies, the pond sucking out the throb. Our bodies were trash. We leave them on the shore, I and thou and she, swim like minnows, losing all our queens and kinds, losing our hells and our tongues. Cool, cool, all day that Sunday in July when we were young and did not look into the abyss, that God spot. And Olympia, I think, really doesn't like this poem. She's like, stop reading that. Stop it. I should have said before that I read this that Sexton, the people in the poem are Sexton, her husband, and their daughter. So that was The Fury of Sundays by Anne Sexton. Next, the poem by John Donne. I was going to save it for last, but I think I'll go ahead and read it. I think it's the longest of the three. Mwah. Mwah. Okay. She came, she left. This is from John Donne's Elegies. This is Elegy number 5. It's called His Picture. Here, take my picture, though I bid farewell thine, in my heart, where my soul dwells, shall dwell. 'Tis like me now, but I did, 'twill be more when we are shadows both than 'twas before. When weather-beaten I come back, My hand perhaps with rude oars torn, or sunbeams tanned, my face and breast of haircloth, and my head with care's rash, sudden storms being o'erspread, my body a sack of bones, broken within, and powder's blue stains scattered on my skin. If rival fools tax thee to have loved a man so foul and coarse as, oh, I may seem thin, this shall say what I was, and thou shalt say, do his hurts reach me? Do my worth decay? Or do they reach his judging mind that he should now love less what he did love to see? That which in him was fair and delicate was but the milk which in love's childish state did nurse it. Who now is grown strong enough to feed on that which to disused taste seems tough. That is his picture by John Donne, the meaning of which has been abundantly clear to me the past year and a half, and we will leave that at that. The last one, very short. This is from the Tempest, and this is Prospero. It's very familiar. Little section of a speech, and it'll be, Prospero is my favorite characters in all of literature. And Prospero, our revels now are ended. These are our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, ye all which it inherit shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. I mean, I can't do that justice in my voice and, my accent, but we do what we can to spread the love of poetry. So, Anne Sexton, John Donne, Shakespeare, hope you enjoyed them. I'm going to try to do more videos. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping tomorrow to do another book video of some recent books that I came across, some first editions, and I was quite excited about them. So, Olympia, you want to come tell people goodbye? Cliff, can you bring me Olympia? Oh, she's running around here. Where are you? Will you mind bringing her to me? I don't want to leave I'm doing a video. Just talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Well, you got to see Olympia, so we'll have her in the next video and many videos to come. So I want to try to chart her growth and her progress, and have a record of her. They stay kittens a very short time, which I'm sure you know. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll try to do another one tomorrow, a book video, and everyone take care and have a good summer and stay cool.